welcome back to the show. Miss Claire stepped away. I think she's getting more stuff.
Oh, I gain weight when she comes.
Well, it's good food, though. It's good weight, right? In any case, we're going to do some mail because you send us mail, and if we don't read it, there's international law against that particular action. So we don't want to disobey the law, do we?
International law.
Right. It's like something they wrote in The Hague. What do you got for me, Mr. Livingston?
How do you come up with these things?
Oh, they just pop out of my brain.
This is from the one true evil dictator of Earth.
I thought I was the one true evil dictator of Earth.
I thought so as well.
No, all right. Evening all. Like so many others, I stumbled across your show on YouTube and have been addicted ever since. Vincent is a picture of rock and roll class. Told you. Mr. Livingston is always wonderfully dignified, no matter what silly nonsense is thrown his way. And Tangela is indeed lovely. Hey, cute and psychotic, what's not to like? I don't imagine this is a very practical suggestion, but I'd love to see the band Liliac as guests on your show. The name means vampire bat in Romanian, and so it says on their site, if memory serves. Mostly a cover band, and a great one at that. Alas, they're over in the Atlanta, Georgia area, so it might not be feasible to have them as guests, unless you did a live TV stream kind of thing, which would be kind of cool. So real quick on that, we don't do bands on this show. You know, I played rock and roll for years. Now I'm sick of rock and roll, and I'm sure these are a lovely group of musicians, but no, we seldom have like any type of musician type people. We'll have like a bloke like from the 60s sit here and talk about his band and stuff, but
right.
No, we don't do bands. So like everyone else, I find you three, four with Andrew, infinitely more interesting than the usually lame movies. For a real stinkeroo, check out the incredibly strange creatures who stopped living and became crazy mixed-up zombies. Can't find it? No great loss. Go see Psychomania instead, the worst of all the bad biker movies with occult overtones. It contains George Sanders' last performance. He must have really needed the money. Well, I'm off for now. We'll be sending prezzies a bit later. My best to all, Seth Tyresin, the one and only true evil dictator of Earth. No, I think he deserves the title better than I do.
I don't
No, look at that last name. That is a wonderful last name for an evil dictator.
Tiresome.
Right. Thanks for writing, sir. Next up, Mr. Livingston.
This is from Sean. Simply Sean, Philadelphia.
Hello, host of Creature Features. I've been watching your show since I first discovered it back in July of this year. It's been great from the first time I came across it while looking to watch The Innocents from 1960s. We showed that film.
Did we?
I think you even liked it. This is a black and white film with the ghost babies.
Classic.
Something like that. It reminds me of the older horror shows I used to watch with my late uncle, the same man who got me into horror, sci-fi, and fantasy in the first place. Vincent, I like your charm as a host and your style as a rock star. See, I told you I was a charming rock star. It reminds me a lot of my dad during his younger rock and roll days. I also love the many guests you bring to the show, my favorite being Gigi Edgley from one of my favorite TV shows, Farscape. Gigi, we need to have her back on.
She's overdue.
No, I think she went back to Australia.
I think she's living in California.
Oh, is that true? Tangela, I love how you say so much without needing to utter a word. I also enjoy your love for many stuffed and otherwise macabre things, like octopi. How could anyone not? Livingston, your air and approach to the daily grind is one I emulate on many levels. Never change, good sir. With all my praise out of the way, I wanted to ask you all what your favorite sort of monster is, be it alive, undead, from outer space, etc. I always tend to love anything that comes from beneath the ocean, like Godzilla, the Kraken, and Cthulhu. Lots of love and support from Philadelphia, Sean. Well, thank you, Sean. What's your favorite monster?
Vampires.
Vampires? What about you? She likes octopi, because it looks like a hair. The only monsters I like are human monsters. I like watching those true crime shows, so.
Oh, I see.
Right.
You mean monster personalities.
Monster people. What else you got? Last one?
A letter from Bodega Bay.
Bodega Bay, a local. We don't hear too often from locals, do we?
No.
I mean, it's so close. We hear from, like, several counties over, but not local. All right, creature features. It says, Dear Mr. Van Dahl, your show is good, but you should fire that handyman. He doesn't appear to do much and seems like a stupid head. You should also give that hard-working butler a few months off, maybe a year, in Europe. Just send him away. Finally, you should let Tangella borrow your Bentley for the bracket drag races at Sonoma Raceway. It wouldn't hurt if you also gave her some cash so she could fit the aforementioned Bentley with a nitrous oxide injection feed. Yours truly, Jane Doe, Bodega Bay, California. Yeah, I don't think there's any Jane Doe in Bodega Bay, California. I think there's a Tangella in Bodega Bay, California. You know, if you want to write a letter, don't waste a stamp. You know, you can just stick it in the mailbox. Silly girl. I thought you screened this mail.
I didn't see this one.
No. All right, that's it for mail. If you'd like to send us mail yourself, go visit our little site right here, Hello Creature Features. It'll tell you how to send us a letter in the mail from Bodega Bay, an email, or if you'd like to send a box full of gifts, we'll take those as well. We'll be right back with Claire Lane, but first let's get back to Frog Dreaming.
Hey, my name is Scott. I'm calling from Panama City, Florida. I'm a retired police detective. I hate cop shows on primetime TV. I love the shows you show. The vintage stuff, great stuff. I love your YouTube channel. Thank you very much. You have enlightened my life.